Hello, friends of Sudoku, and welcome to another hard Sudoku from SudokuExchange.com. You know the drill. Try to solve the puzzle, that's all, and that's what we will attempt now. We know that these squares must be a 7, 9, and a 6. And we know that this 5 blocks over while this blocks up. So here is a 5. Over here, let's see, we need a 4, 7, and an 8 up here. And therefore this must be a 6. We know that a 6 blocks up here and here, so here's a 6, and these two have to be a 7 and a 9. The 9 blocks up, so the 7 must go here and the 9 must go here. Over here, we need to find a 9 and a 3. The 3 blocks here, of course, so the 9 must go here and the 3 here. Let's see, a 9 and a 5 block across, so these squares must be 9 and 5, but the 5 blocks down, making this a 9 and this a 5, I think. So let's see what we need here. We need a 1, 4, and a 6. So this 1 would block across here while this 1 blocks down. So here's a 1, that's for sure. And we now got 2 1s blocking up. Here's another 1. So far, so good. So if these are a 1, 4, and a 6, then these must be a 2, 7, and an 8, making this square 6. And we also have 2 8s blocking down, so an 8 must go here. So 2 and a 7 here now. What do we need here? We need a 9, 2, and a 6. We got 2 6s blocking, so here's a 6. Here we have a 2 and a 9 waiting for us. We got 2 7s blocking down, so here's a 7. Here we need a 4 and an 8. The 4 blocks down, so the 8 must go here and the 4 here. 2 and a 9 here. I don't know what to do with that. But a 2 blocks up here, so one of these is a 2, therefore one of these is a 2. This one blocks here and here. This one blocks here, so a 1 must go here, and therefore a 1 also must go here. Here we'll be looking for a 4 and a 6. It's 6 blocks down, so here's a 4, and here's a 6. This 4 blocks up, and this blocks over. Here's another 4. And therefore, this must be a 6 because these 2 6s block these 3 squares. So here's a 6. This 6 blocks across, this 6 blocks up, another 6 goes here. Here we're looking for an 8, 9, and a 7. The 7 blocks up, so here's a 7. 8, 9 now must go here, and therefore this must be a 2. Here we're looking for a 2 and a 9, and I think we can solve that now because this 2 blocks across, making one of these a 2. Therefore, this cannot be a 2. It must be the 9, and this must be the 2. This 9 blocks across, and therefore we need a 9 for this square here, and for this as well. This must be a 4, because it's the last digit in the row, of course. Here we're looking for an 8 and a 7, and here therefore a 4 and a 3. Let's see, 2 blocks up here. Now it gets more complicated, I think. These are still a 7 and a 2. 3, 5 and a 7 here. 5 blocks up, so a 5 goes here or here, but that's not really helping. This is a 3 or an 8, because we need a 2, 3, 8 and a 9 across here. There's a 2 and a 9 blocking this square. Therefore, it is a 3 or an 8. But we got a 1 blocking over here and 1 blocking up. So here, of course, is a 1. And these now must be a 2 and a 5. The 5 blocks here. So here's the 2 and here's a 5, which blocks over. This 5 blocks up. Here's another 5. Yeah, that was the last 5 of the puzzle. Now we are looking for a 3 and a 7 here. But let me look at these 3 squares again. A 1 blocks over and a 1 blocks up, so a 1 goes here. Here we are looking now for an 8 and a 3. The 3 blocks up, so an 8 must go here and a 3 here. And we did have a 9 and an 8 here, didn't we? The 8 now blocks across, so the 9 goes here and the 8 here. This 9 blocks across, this blocks up. Here's a 9. Here is a 3 because it's the last digit missing from the row, and the last digit missing from box 1 now is a 2. It goes here. That makes this a 2 and this a 7. Therefore, this must be a 7, and so must this by normal standard Sudoku rules. Here we're looking for an 8, and also here must go an 8 because the 8 blocks over and this blocks down. So here's an 8. Only 1 digit missing here, and that looks to be a 3, which blocks over, making this a 3 and this a 4, because I remember we needed a 3 and a 4 for these. This 4, of course, blocks over now, so here's a 4 and here is a 2. That was a hard Sudoku. Please bear in mind I didn't classify this a hard puzzle. SudokuExchange.com did. However easy or hard we may find it, we solve Sudokus for the sheer pleasure of solving, and this was a pleasure for me. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.